It's just him, Uso. Jey Uso has been setting the world alight since his shocking betrayal of the Bloodline, and after his heroics at Survivor Series within the War Games cages, people are seriously starting to believe that Jey Uso could be on to bigger and better things in the WWE. And as the wins rack up, he finally calls a shot at a piece of gold. Jey Uso wants to be the one to dethrone Gunther and his historic reign as Intercontinental Champion, and after winning a #1 contender bout, he'll get just that, Gunther, Jey Uso, Intercontinental Championship. It's a new year. Could there be a new IC champion to go with it? Gunther is confident, but it's be safe to say he's not on the level he was against The Miz. Jey, on the other hand, he feels it. The IC title runs through his family tree, and it's about time another generation of the family continues on that legacy and cherishes the title. We don't need to say much more other than, let's do it. Although, someone has an eye on this bout. Deep in this Intercontinental Championship match now, Imperium have left the champion to it tonight, but Gunther has been delivering some heavy shots to the challenger. Jey Uso, though, he keeps fighting in the corner now, pounding away on the champion, pushed away, lariat! Gunther covers, but it's not enough. Is there a powerbomb on the way, though? Counter by Jey, roll-up cover. Gunther just kicks out in time. Super kick from the challenger. And another to Gunther, the champion. He's on his last life. Jey Uso. Uso splash onto Gunther. That cover. Two. No. What? The ref pulled out of the ring by, well, someone, I guess. Jey Uso's livid. He's chasing the man down, but he's left over the barricade and made a run for it. Jey's got to get back in the ring. Lariat. Gunther's in. Powerbomb. It's academic. And damn it, Gunther retains. Jey Uso had this match won though. Gunther looks as surprised as the rest of us, but his iconic reign looks set to carry deep into 2024. As for who it was, well, I'm sure you're already typing it away, so let's just get to that. Surprise! Jimmy has screwed his brother out of his first singles gold. But he isn't done there. Brotherly love, or anything but. Jimmy finally scarpers after a late save from Rollins of all people. But the damage is done. Next week, it's determined that Jey will miss an extended period of time due to the assault from Jimmy, something that even on a different brand, the Bloodline take pride in. But the blood seethes from the sidelines for Jey Uso, and the perfect opportunity to take action is just around the corner. Jimmy's taken the book to the Rumble competitors. Those who were in the ring when he entered are either down or eliminated, and he stands alone. The countdown is on. There's only one man coming out. Duh! And here we go! Jey Uso storming into the ring and he's fighting his brother as though he's the bully of his life. The Rumble is almost stopped for these two men, storming out of the ring now. Both men still in this thing, of course, but for the time being they might be brawling all over Florida. Backstage they go of all places. What in the hell are they gonna do? Nowhere is safe with these brothers now. They fight on throughout the Rumble, and as the field dwindles down, we think we're at our final few. But then, back they come. Jimmy and Jey are still going. Jey's being dragged back by his brother now back to the ring. Oh, but Jey counters, and Jimmy is in no man's land, surrounded by a few familiar faces. And super kick from Jey. Jimmy Uso is eliminated. Jey gets a measure of sweet revenge, but there's no turning your back in the Rumble. Priest sees a chance, and Jey gets out of dodge. Priest eliminated. Jey's on a roll, but there's a door that's opened back up. try as he might, him and his brother are intertwined together, inseparable, and now both eliminated. Other stories are made to be finished. Sorry, Jey. It looks as though you're not the one to dethrone your cousin. Try as you did. That being said about stories, yours still isn't over with your family. I think you all know what I mean. We arrive to SmackDown and straight away, Jimmy and Jey are at it. Fighting away the same they had at the Rumble, all the way out to the stage when the crowd are up to the sight of these two twins. Trading strike after strike. Jey is looking to get the upper hand when... Jimmy looks to want to say something to his down brother, but is ushered away. Jey, though, he has something to say the next week on Raw. Jimmy, dude, my own flesh and blood? You think this stopped between us when I went to another show? Hell nah. My brother, Uso. You're my own flesh and blood, and you went crawling back to our cousin. Dude, he don't even want you. You know that ship is going down, Uso. You just don't want to admit it. You want to cling on to the thing that made you a big name. That ain't you, Uso. At least I didn't think it was. Then you take a chair to my leg and maybe I don't know you anymore. Maybe I never did, Uso. Hey, if that's how you want to do it, though, that's fine with me. I'll keep fighting you. And you, my little bro, until we figure this out. That's what we do, right? It's in our blood, right? I don't want to do this, Uso. But I'm coming to SmackDown again. I'm calling you out because when we make a challenge, we do it to our faces. You wanted me here, Jey? I'm standing here, looking at you, and I wish you'd just stay away, man. I did what I had to do. I protected our bloodline, and I told you this already. You aren't ready to be tribal chief. Our business was done. You do know me, bro. I'm still your brother, but I gotta protect our family, our chief. Just trying to keep your eyes on the prize, Uso. Your prize. I just wanted to stop you winning the title, but Roman, he wanted more, man. I can't say no to him. I get it. You want me dead? I do the same, Uso. That's why it's just me here. Tell me what you want. We can fix this, Jey. You're my brother. I love you. Tribal combat. Silence fills the air, but the brothers know what this means. A simple acknowledgement is all it takes to send us down under to Perth and tribal combat. We arrived at the chamber, and it's going to be one hell of a night already, with Seth freaking Rollins defending his title inside the eponymous structure itself. As Jey prepares for tribal combat, he's met by the champ himself. The two lock eyes, and Jey has nothing to say in the moment. But Seth, well, he's Seth. Look who it is. Man, was it a shame you didn't win the Rumble. Imagine us main event in WrestleMania together, killing the whole damn weekend with the best, most must-see match of the whole event. But I guess it's your cousin getting the limelight again, huh? Living in his shadow must be rough, Lil Uso. Either the jet lag got to him, or Seth's just being a total prick right now. Will Jey bite? No. He's got to focus. Time to end it, Uso. And here we are. The show might be called Elimination Chamber, but it feels as though this is the main event of the evening. This is what tribal combat is about. And being so far away from their home, Jimmy has truly gone into it alone. No bloodline, no solo. He's on his own, and these brothers are fighting as though they are anything but. Chairs, stairs, kendo sticks, anything they can get their hands on, they use. It's little wonder they cut the other open. But tribal combat can only end one way, and it's time to see which brother has to acknowledge the other. Jimmy now, he's in total control. He gets a table from under the ring and sets about ending this. But, what's that old wrestling trope? Jey wanted this, and his brother's ready to declare victory. Incoming Jimmy Uso. What in the world? One man, one D from Jey. He's got Jimmy up on the table. Uso splash through the table. Jey covers. And he wins Men's Tribal Combat. That's it. He who sets up the table must go through it. A score is finally settled and a Brotherhood's chapter closes. For now, at least. Jey's sights can be set elsewhere, perhaps even to the man from earlier. It's a grueling chamber match, but Rollins is able to overcome them all and retain his world title. But it's not over. Damian Priest is making a beeline. He's ready to cash in. Jey Uso makes the save though. Priest is down and Uso has saved the champion. They look each other down to close the show as if Jey is saying, "You owe me one." And that's exactly the way he sees it. Backstage side, he calls out Rollins, wanting the shot at the World Championship at WrestleMania. Rollins has beaten practically everyone by now, but he hasn't beaten anyone this focused and determined as main event Jey Uso. He's still the reason Rollins holds the gold after the chamber. The least he can do is hold a title match now, and Rollins agrees. Trading victory on the way to Philly, Jey is showing he's on the same level as the champion, but one man certainly disagrees. You got in my way at the chamber, so I'm getting in your way now. Get to WrestleMania. If I let you. See if I care. But mark my words, you won't leave there with the title. Neither will Seth. You will bow before Judgment Day. Hey Jey, acknowledge me. Priest is looking to hurt Jey, but Rollins is out, and he stops and watches on. Eventually, DIY make the save and send Priest running, but between the competing pair, it's clear there's no sense of respect shared. Rollins stands over a recovering Jey, declaring that this spotlight you have on you now, it's the closest you get into my crown, Jey. I know your bloodline, I respect it, but I don't respect you. You're the outcast, the one who just had to go and do things his own way. I'd say it reminds me of, well, me. But you're not on my level, Jey Uso. Your main event, only in name. After WrestleMania, you'll be left watching on the sidelines again as your family steals the headlines. And I beat your ass to retain my world title and leave you as the bastard child of the bloodline. Jey is up, and the fight is on now. Rollins is left staggering, but Jey's too hurt to get that big final blow in. Rollins shows mercy almost and gets himself out of the ring. The pair exchange their final words before WrestleMania. Rollins has it all to prove, but the same could be said of Jey. He left SmackDown. He closed his book with his family. Now left to his own devices. Can he do it? We're about to find out.
I did some things in the past. Might have created some enemies back there, but you know where to find me, because it's just me, Oos, and main event Jey Uso is now in your city.
You know what they say? The title doesn't make the man makes the title. Well, let's find out what kind of man you are. Let's find out what kind of champ you are right here, right now.
And wouldn't you know it, Jey and Rollins are getting the headlines too. Night 1, main event. They hold nothing back. The bitterness has got to them, engaging at times in a game of one-upsmanship. Both men are getting those close falls, but again, it's not going to be enough. Not without something big. Unfortunately for Jey, Rollins has just been here too many times. Gut check time. Up to the top goes Jey, looking for something to push the tide his way, but Rollins counters, up on the shoulders, buckle bomb! Rollins sees the chairs, the stomp connect, cover from the champion! Jey Uso kicks out though, and this place loves it! gut-checked past, though he'll have to do plenty more to become a champion. The two continue to trade, but what can Jey do to become the champion of the world? Rollins is cooking now. To the apron he goes, jumping into a spear! Philly willing it on. Top rope, Uso splash maybe. Oh, a super kick out of the air from Rollins. Both men are down. This is incredible. Wait, what? It's Damian Priest. Priest is beelining to the ring. He's cashing in as the triple threat match. Priest made his promise and he's gonna stick to it. South of heaven to Jey. Oh, but Seth breaks it up in time. Seth now, he's fighting back, but it's a losing battle. Priest has decked him. Still not enough though. Oh, super kick from Jey Uso. And here they go. They're working together now on the gate crasher. Rollins has got up high, but old Priest, he's fought off Jey, and he's got a Rollins start up heaven from the top turnbuckle. This could be a super kick from Jey Uso. And another one. Priest, he can't even stand. A third super kick. Come on, can he do it? Come on, Jey. Uso splash onto Priest. The cover. Jey Uso is the world heavyweight champion. A star is born. He left his family. He did it his own way. He endured the heartbreaks and stands tall in his crowning hour. He showed the world he was main event in more than just a name. Main Event Jey Uso is world heavyweight champion.